So I heard you were looking for some new books, and these are some books that I don't really read that often, and they're just in my home collecting dust. So I brought them with me and thought maybe you would like to read one or take one or whatever. So let's see. So I have this one called Ädelstenar, and it's just like different gemstones. Has some nice pictures like this. You can see if I can show you. Pictures of pretty gems. Yeah. Well, I have another one about gemstones. It's called Boken om kristaller. It also has some pretty pictures, but there's not as many pictures, so it's kind of like this. See here, and here, and here. So it's very simple. This one has a lot more text, and it tells you about the color and how to recognize it, and it has some like basic information about it, but it also has like metaphysical stuff. So I mean, if you're into that, there's like how to use crystals for healing or something, I guess. So I have that one. Not that into crystals. How about healing? I have this one, Lisens Örtspa. And it's just like recipes for like an at-home spa. So you have like maskrosolja, dandelion oil. It's olive oil and dandelions, and apparently it helps with muscle contractions and tissue stuff. I have another book from her, and it's Lisens Indiska Spa. So this one is inspired by Ayurveda, something Indian, not sure. So it's like less about the recipes, and it's more about like how do you say it, like traditions. No, not traditions, there's a word for it, but I don't remember it. Maybe I will think about it later. So we have this one as well. And if you enjoy the like recipe aspect of those books, then we also have this one, Hemmets stora bakbok. This is quite an old book. It's from 1931. So it's just a cookbook, a bake book with lots of different recipes. Mandelkaka, falsk mandelkaka, nötkrans, amerikansk citronkaka, aprikoslängd, sandwichkaka. So a lot of recipes that you might be interested in. Russinkaka, nötkaka, kokosnötkaka, hovkaka, kärnmjölkskaka. Oh, you don't know how to read Swedish? Oh, you should have said that earlier. Then I didn't have to show you all of these Swedish books. I do have a few books in English we can look at instead. This one is fun. It's a field guide to demons. Yeah, very fun. So it's just like you have a demon or creature, and then the country of origin, and there's a bit about lore and how to dispel it. So for example, we have Madam White from China, a lethal, possessive, eerie demon of Taoist lore. Appears as a fabulously beautiful human woman dressed in white. And then it goes in with the lore, which might not be very interesting, but we have the information about how to dispel her. So we should watch out for Madam White during holidays like Qingming, the Festival of the Dead, where the boundary between the spirit and the terrestrial world is fragile and the air is filled with spirits. There are no ordinary measures known, and these matters must be left to professionals. So I guess if you see Madam White, then you should run, because she has a maid that is bluefish. Yeah, very scary. So we have this book. Also we have this one, Railhead. It's fiction, like a storybook. The Great Network is a place of great dangers, especially for someone who rides the rails and rides his luck the way Zen Starling does. Once Zen was just a petty thief, stealing to support his family and living by his wits. Now everything has changed. Zen is still a thief, but it could be that the key to the whole universe rests on finding out what else he is. So I just have this one book. If you want to read more, if you take this book and you like it and you want to read more, then you'll have to find the rest of the books, because I could never find the rest of the books. So it kind of ended on a cliffhanger, kind of story-wise. Yeah. I also have this one. It's a bit strange. It's 求是 from 2016, and it's the how do you say, CPC Journal on China's Convergence and Perspectives. I don't know how I got this. It just ended up in my not a library, because I don't have enough book for a library. But you have Xi Jinping, which is the leader of China, and his speech at the ceremony marking of the 95th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. So, I mean, if that's your cup of tea, then you can have this one. I don't think I've ever read it. Like I said, I have no idea where I got this from. It just, one day it was among my books. So, was there any book that seemed kind of interesting to you? Oh, this one? Just be careful, so you don't go hunting in the night for creatures and get hurt, because you're not experienced enough yet to combat the evil demons and ghosts and spirits yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. So I'll give this to you. And yeah, you don't need to return it to me. It's fine. You can keep it. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. If you don't want to keep it, you can give it to someone else. And that way we can help books travel the world. Yeah. So here you go. I shouldn't keep it. It's for you.